Hey there, Wildcats. How's it going? Welcome back to another LC Coaches Show, the Mike Byrnes Show. I'm Brad Welburn, and as you can see here to my left, we have Coach Mike Byrnes of the baseball team joining me after a long weekend for both of us, specifically for them. They played 6 games in 3 days, which is crazy to think about, but maybe even crazier and crazy good thing is 6 wins in 3 days. So that's it's always a great start to the season. Always, anytime you can do that, it's a pretty good deal. So let's jump right into it. They got some games coming up this weekend as well. We'll talk about that. I guess 4 games in 2 days, so almost the same kind of deal. But Coach, let me first get you just overall thoughts. Obviously, it was the delayed opening weekend from the previous week where we canceled the games, but finally got on the field, finally got to play some games, and just give me your overall thoughts on how the team played throughout the weekend.
Well, we had a great weekend. Our kids really came out and did all 3 phases of the game pretty well. We swung the bat really good. We played good defense, got good pitching. We played a lot of kids, several different lineups. We got to look at a lot of different players to see who's going to help us when we get into conference, and everything worked out. We really proud of our kids and the way they handled everything. We had to go on the road on that Saturday to go down to New Orleans, and they handled that well. Played on a very good Loyola team that came in 5-2, and we were able to take a couple from them. But kids, they had a great weekend, and we're hoping to have another good one this weekend.
Yeah. Let's talk about some guys that maybe stood out a little bit throughout the weekend. I guess we'll start with the offensive guys, and maybe part of the defense goes in there as well. First ones that come to my mind were Sully, who was 11 for 19, really good start to the season. Brady Atkins in your leadoff spot. Keelan Johnson had a couple good games. I think Duncan Cornfoot got some big hits in the weekend as well. So those 3 for sure, or 4. Who were some other guys that you thought stood out?
We had just 1 through 9. We just really we had great at bats. Our kids went in there and understood the system and what we were trying to do. When we got ahead in the count, we were sitting on our pitch. When we got behind the count, they choked up and became a 2-strike hitter, and they just executed well. We did everything that we asked them and everything that they've worked on. Situations, some first and third situations, some bunt situations, everything, some pickoffs that were able to happen. That everything went really good this weekend, and the kids did good from top to bottom. Hitting, pitching, defense. I don't know if we had 1, maybe 2 errors the entire weekend, which you're going to have. But overall, well satisfied. Our goal is to get ready for conference when we play Dallas here in a couple of weeks, and that's what we got to do. We got to get better every day. We're going to go out to work today. We're a 0-0 ball club today at practice, and we got to get ready for Austin College.
Yeah. A little bit about the pitchers throughout the weekend as well. It was kind of a back and forth sort of deal. I mean, we had Carson, who threw 4 perfect innings, and then kind of gave up some runs in that second game on I guess it was Saturday. Some really good stuff, some stuff you obviously want to work on, get some guys more, I guess, accustomed to pitching in games. But thoughts on the pitching staff?
Well, the pitching staff did an outstanding job. We had a couple young freshmen that we threw that aren't quite ready for weekend baseball right now, but that's why we play these games before the conference schedule, to see who can help us in the conference schedule. We've got 18 guys that are bidding for about 12 spots on our pitching staff, and the guys that don't are going to be guys that will be throwing JV ball games. So everybody's going to get their work. Everybody's going to have their opportunity, and that's what's the great thing about it. It's not a one-man sport. It's a team sport, and Coach scripted out as far as our pitching staff who was going to pitch what games, and everything was on a pitch count. And it just worked out really well. We hit a couple walls with some young pitchers in ball games, but hey, that's what it's all about. Luckily, offensively, we had a great game that game and held on, and it all worked out. And we're a better team after the 6 games than we were when we started, and we hope to be a better team today and get ready for this next week.
Yeah. So obviously this is the last non-conference. You
Right.
got 4 games against Austin College this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we'll have live stuff available for you on the website. And then the Wildcats will take on UT Dallas in the conference opener weekend, the next weekend, last weekend of February. So, finding pieces still, finding what fits, still kind of the game plan for this weekend.
Yeah, we're still going. We're going over to Austin, and we're going to bring a travel squad because it's going to be a 2-night trip.
Right.
So it's going to be the first for a lot of the kids that are going on their first road trip. We want to see how they handle and how they adapt to it. But that's what this is all why we do it. And we're going to, we hit a bump when we lost our young man by the name of Buchanan that has to have elbow surgery, and that's. But we tell the guys the next guy's got to step up. So we're going to be okay. Keelan Johnson did not play this Saturday because he tweaked his back during BP. Dunk's young man rose to the occasion. So it's all about the team, and we're just going to hand the torch to the next guy and keep on going, and that's what it's all about. So we're excited about going to Dallas this weekend or Sherman and playing Austin College.
Yeah. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Like I said, great start to the season for the LC baseball team, 6-0, hoping maybe 10-0. We'll see after this weekend as they play 4 games against the Roos of Austin College. So be sure to check the website and Twitter and everything for those live links so you can follow the game while you're on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So, Coach, thanks for joining me once again this week. I'm Brad Welburn for Coach Byrnes. We'll see you next time.